The last time that I have this more jank setup with the kind of spotty cell phone service and the lower quality cell phone itself, I'll be getting a hot spot and it should be able to use my better phone. So and let's see what we're doing today. Put this in the tripod. Okay, sorry guys. It's being extra. Alright. Definitely need to lock these legs. Okay. So, trying to figure out where I was last stream. Oh. Well, I'm learning a lesson. I left the trash bags here thinking, since they were only partially full, that I could fill them up. Later, it looks like I get to collect that trash again, so that's where we're starting. That's a bit better. Okay. Okay, let's start on that. Could be worse, I guess, but still. This is annoying. Who would do this? I don't think it was an animal. It's like, it's not torn up at all. Like, just so totally just dumped out. I'm sure that there are going to be some people that aren't very happy about me doing this. Not from the neighborhood, but people that like to transit this area. You could probably have seen, and maybe you'll see it now, maybe you'll see it later. There's a trail that's going through here, and it being next to a highway, obviously, and fenced off from the rest of the neighborhood with all this overgrowth. It's a nice place to just walk if you don't want to be seen. It's also pretty except for the trash, so I'm trying to fix that last part there. I got some flack the other day. I lost my job not too long ago, and part of that is the motivation of starting these streams. There's other reasons, but I got some flack. You just want to focus on comedy and picking up trash. You're not trying to find a job. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to care. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm supposed to be looking for a job, and I know that I'm not. And I don't care. Kind of getting to the point where it's like, the jobs that are out there expect perfection, and I'm not giving them perfection for $20 an hour. It's ridiculous. Like, Oh my God. So I've been trying to get unemployment. Filed in my state, Oklahoma. Got denied, but it was a weird thing. And then they were like, well, maybe you should try to file in Illinois, because that's where my boss's head office is. So I did, and they denied me. And then it's like, well, but their headquarters is in Indiana, so maybe you should file there. And I'm like, okay. So I file there, and they deny me. You know, this isn't just like you file and deny. It's like you file, you talk to people, you go through all this stuff, and then weeks later they deny you. And you're like, oh, great, what am I supposed to do now? And they're like, he didn't report the wages. I'm like, he paid state taxes. Oh, well, he didn't report them. I'm like, what does that even mean? How can you do that? So I was telling someone here about it, and he's like, look, I had to go and appeal it 3 different times. And next thing you know, I get it. And I'm like, oh, well, what the heck? I guess I'll go back up there and rewind a little bit. The first time I got denied, my case manager was like, yeah, I don't think you should fight it. I don't think it's gonna, no appeal. It's not gonna work, dude. It's just gonna waste your time. And so I didn't. But when I went back up there, I told them about that, and they're like, oh, really? You said that? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, why don't you go ahead and refile? And so I get a different case manager, and I'm filing with him, and he's like, you got a pretty good case, man. I'm like, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I didn't tell you, it's going to be a quick stream today. Looks like rain. Oh, shoot. Sorry. It looks like rain, but also I am going to Dallas today. I'm going to have, I've been telling people I'm going for a comedy fest and to have some nerd parties with nerd women. That's me right there. I love nerds. I am a nerd. Never let someone tell you that being a nerd is a bad thing. Those are the most interesting, coolest people that I know, for sure. The people that are like jocks or, popular really turn out to be very boring people. I'm looking at you, Brian. There's zero chance Brian will ever see this stream, by the way, guys. That's a guy from a long time ago that doesn't even know me anymore. So I wonder if I can. No. Sorry, I'm gonna. Oh my God, look how much better that is, guys. That is pathetic. My bad, sorry. Dang it, it's not open. It's open. No cookies. But yeah, so this trip I'm taking, a couple things about it, honestly, that are kind of unique. First of all, I'm taking rides from people, which I have some lifelong friends that I've known for, a long time. And there's no way that I would even go on a camping trip an hour away without my own car with them. Because I know that there's a chance that I'm going to need to just bail and leave and you guys are being toxic, goodbye. And you always need to be aware of that kind of stuff. Toxicity and stuff, even amongst people that you love, that will pop up. But I'm getting a ride there with someone, I'm getting a ride back with someone else, and I'm not worried at all. I won't have a car, I'll be relying on rides the entire time, and I have zero worry that I'm gonna need to run away from these people. And my goodness, that is a powerful thing for me. I have never been in that situation, and I'm really glad. I'm super excited. Also, there's gonna be someone going on the trip that I like, but I don't want them to know yet. I think I've always telegraphed it too much, and I've probably been telegraphing it a little bit, but I've been good. I've been a lot better than I have been in the past. But you know, I'm making a very conscious decision that like I want to be this person's friend more than, oh no, that had water in it. I want to be their friend more than I want to just jump into a relationship or something. Like, I also don't want it to be awkward. You know, if they find out, you know, this has happened to me in the past. They find out and it just kind of gets a little bit awkward. It's just, okay, well, you know, and it's a natural thing. They just don't want to hurt me, I think, is a lot of the reason why it gets awkward. They know I like them, and oh, it's a robin eggshell. It's not plastic. It's bright blue, so it looks like plastic, but it's a robin eggshell. It's just a piece of one. Probably not interesting enough to see. It looks like a paint chip. All right, fine. All right, fine. This is the color of a robin eggshell. And we will look at it with this camera, and then maybe I'll find one with the other camera and we can make a comparison. But let me clean this off a little bit. Oh, I guess I should throw away this trash first. I really love nature, guys. I really love it. I like so much. Such a great thing. But here is, I think it's middle camera. Yeah. Here's a robin's egg shell. Light blue. Super, super, super distinctive color. See, it's just an eggshell. That's where I'm putting the recycling. So the bag's right there. Yeah, I'm off camera. Let me see where it's looking. I didn't really look at that too well. Okay. Yeah. To there. Okay. That tree, like about where this is it there. I'm obviously going to be walking on a frame a little bit, but I'm going to try not to do that so y'all can see me working, since that's sort of the purpose of this. We want to beautify this area, but also like have a little conversation. And it's kind of hard to have a conversation with just a floating head that you don't see. I suppose it's hard to have a conversation with a video that's been pre-recorded or a stream that's not interacting, but you know, baby steps. We can't always have everything we want. I have to wonder if I'm ever going to run out of stuff to talk about, but then I don't know. It's like when I'm like alone with someone, I clam up. Just like nothing. Especially someone I like. This person I have been being actually super good about not clamming up with and making myself talk and just trying to be a friend. I'm not hitting on them or anything. Just telling jokes and having conversation, asking questions about, you know, them and their day, but not overly curious either. Ask it. And then, like, if they don't answer, don't follow up. And if they do answer, maybe a minor follow-up. You know, this is like right at the beginning of the friendship that I'm trying to develop. I'm not saying to somebody that you know and that you've known for a long time, you should do this like that. You know, you should behave like this or whatever. or that this is a good strategy for them. This is a strategy that I feel like works for me because, well, I tend to be a little bit codependent, a little bit needy, a little bit neurotic sometimes when it comes to someone that I like. And again, I've done really good about not being like that in front of this person. Very thankful to other friends that have been able to absorb some of that. Hi, camera. I was behind the tree. But so I stopped smoking. I'm telling everyone it's because I want to be better at improv, but it circles back to the person I like doesn't smoke. And I mean, honestly, I really need some clarity in my life. I was joking with it though. It was like I had this super fancy job where I would go into the hospitals and I'd test to see the quality of the air, how clean it was, test to see how much air there is, cleanliness, amount of pressure of the air, volume of the air, the speed of the air, which all these things are different things measured with different pieces of equipment. I had to have 2 different certifications for this, which are both like senior and college level final exam hard to pass these tests, which I passed them. I have the certifications still. But I didn't like the job. It's so careful, it's so precise, and that's not really me. I'm at the edge. I'm just me. Oh no, that's the edge. I'm just me. I can't do all that, man. I'm not that guy. There we go. Let's look at some of these. Some of these things I just picked up. Oh, some interesting stuff on this one. Okay. First thing. Oh, that's a power bank. I thought it was a makeup case. Is there a button? No button. I think I have to dispose of this in the hazardous. Like all batteries, you're not supposed to throw those away. That's all I mean. It's not actually hazardous to me. I suppose it could be, but probably not. Brush your teeth? It is a little bit, it'll cost a little work. You definitely need to get a new head for it, because there's no head. And you got to do the vibrating yourself. Look at that. It's probably holding down one of those light poles up on the highway or something at some point. And where'd that go? There we go. See this? This is cool. I like this thing. I know exactly what this is immediately. Piece of charcoal, right? No. This is like super solid. Can't break it. It's called a phosphoretic concretion. Like phosphorus, phosphoretic concretion. Concretion like concrete. So basically, somewhere deep inside this little thing is a little tiny item. It could be like a shell. Let's say it's a shell, like a little snail shell or something. And it was in a river, and it was tumbling down the river. And as it tumbled down the river, mud and other things stuck to it. Eventually, those things chemically bonded to it and started forming this nodule. If you break it open, it'll be like little tree rings in there with a little thing in the inside. It could be something very, very, very tiny, and it could be a whole-sized shell or whatever it is. It could be any kind of thing. But yeah, I like these phosphoretic concretions. I'm surprised to find it on the hill up here. These are made in rivers, not on highway hills, but, you know, this is over tens of thousands of years or thousands of years. This is a long time process, very slow process. I am going to keep that. Oh. There. But there's a piece, there's some trash right here. I gotta get it. Oh. Oh. Somebody. Ow. Somebody needs that toothbrush. They've been walking through here eating candy. I mean, who wants a job anyways, really? Instead of focusing on getting a job. I looked at him, I said, look, man, you were unemployed for a full 6 months, and I never said a word to you about that. Oh, well. Silence. Of course. You know. Well, you need to get a job. Yeah, I know. I need a job real bad. Just really need it. Went for that darn money situation, I would never get a job again. Ew. Little bonk on the knee. So, just kind of thinking about something random. Thought I'd share. I really love local radio. I love FM radio. You know, that little thing where you just push the button and you're not using your Bluetooth to play your music on your radio. Someone else, not an algorithm, but a real person has chosen all these songs to play for you. Curated music, curated entertainment, something that I think is going to come back. Because y'all lazy, we know. I mean, not you all. If you're watching this stream, obviously you're not lazy, you're awesome. And like hardworking, productive, amazing, and a unique soul, something special to this world, and much appreciated by me and those around you. And you should take a moment just to celebrate yourself. Give yourself a little love. Don't ever forget to take care of yourself. A lot of people I know are very focused on taking care of other people, and that is a wonderful, wonderful thing to be doing. It's a great place to have your heart. But you know, you really gotta, at some point, you have to look after yourself. I'm behind the tree, guys. I promise I'm there. He's poking me. There, that is. So what's over here? Okay, anyways. Not important. Caution. Buried electrical. Caution. Uh-oh. This is weird. I feel like somebody dumped some concrete off the side here. Timber. Look out below. Oop. Last stream I had a little fall and all of a sudden it started singing happy, happy, joy, joy like it didn't hurt, but boy, that hurt a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real. Ow. I don't know why that hurt. My heel all of a sudden like, hey. Hey. Maybe I should tighten these boots up. I'm walking around with them loose as a goose. On the juice. Nothing too much. Nothing too fancy. Piece of cut concrete. Looks like styrofoam, but it is a little harder than that. Like once I get up here, I don't want to come back down for a minute. Because then I got to get back up here. Ooh. Ouch, that hurt. Search this out. Search this area out. Get it cleaned up good up here. Finding a lot of very boring trash. Not much to talk about. Oh. What is you? I'm a beetle. It ran away before I could see it. Uh-oh. That's rain. I better check because the receiver is on this phone. Not the only thing I care about getting wet is that. I found a bag up there. That was just made it a little easier for me. 30 minutes. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. I guess. I wonder. Let me see something real quick. Let's see if I can't. What? I'll definitely have to check out my stream uploads to see what happened there when I switched off the screen. I found the source of those little candies. Yummy. I don't know why my Achilles tendon just suddenly decided. Now's the time for it to start a barking. Yum. I gotta tell you guys, this single-use plastic stuff, that is a great idea. if you wanted to really just destroy large parts of the soil, I guess. You really hate the fact that the soil will give you food. Let's invent some microplastics. Single-use plastics. Hello. Oh boy. Wish I could sing. Wish I could sing on stream and not like everyone leave. I also wish I could just like just do it and like not have my video get whatever get. We had a boys' night last night for a friend who he bought a house with a girlfriend, and wouldn't you know it, they're not together anymore. Can you see me? You can't see me at all. I'm right behind this thicket of trees. So someday, hopefully someday soon, I'm gonna be able to show you, like, the whole reason I started this was an area that's over there. You can't see it at all, but it's way down there. See, this is a trail though. Can you see that? Kind of, you can kind of see it. It goes like that. There we go. A little bit more clear view of where I'm going. Aluminium. Grape jelly. How delicious. Oh, it is fermented. It is, pretty sure that was fermented, yeast fermented. I'll just say that much. You know, it's interesting, you know, back in the day, well, they say that people started living in cities and together more for two main reasons. Generally, agriculture, and specifically bread, and fermented grains that you can drink, like beer and wine. And what's really interesting about it, a couple of interesting things about that. As far as grapes go, literally, and most fruit, literally, if you just mash it up, put some water in it, and leave it, it has the yeast on it already, and it will turn into the thing that you want it to, wine or whatever. And then grains to make beer If you take the whole seed, the whole grain, and you mash it up, it's got the enzymes inside of it to turn all of the starch, the flour or whatever, into like the inside of the seed. It's got all the enzymes in there to turn that into sugar, and it has the yeast on it to ferment it, to turn it into beer. It's just a natural process. And it's the reason why if you go and buy like a bag of rice or even barley, it won't work because it doesn't have, they've cracked the outside shell off of it to make it more, easy to eat. Because you don't need that outside layer unless you're specifically wanting to do that. Brew it. Oh, there. Okay. So I'm kind of debating with myself about something for this trip. The person I'm riding down there with is close friends with the person I like. I kind of want to say something to him, but I really feel like that's that old habit of mine where I say too much too soon and things get a little bit weird. So I'm trying to have some kind of restraint on it. Trying to decide if I can even like start to hint or not. Probably not. Right? Like, especially I'm worried about that. For any of the older people in the audience out there, 18 plus. I saw a show on Netflix the other day. It's called Nate. It's called Nate, a one-man show. That was a challenging watch, and I'm pretty sure I need to watch it again. I don't even think I really enjoyed it, but man, it really gives you something to think about. Somebody cut this tree down with a pair of scissors? No joke, man. Weird. Why would somebody do that? Oh my goodness. Yo, there is a lot of stuff up here. I'm gonna need to come up here. Oh. Lisa, why don't you play the tuba majube or the obomaphone? I got a tuba majube right here. Winco is the best place ever. Maybe not, but pretty good. I like it. Come here, trash, come here. Oh my. Oh my God. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm real tired of you people littering. You really gotta oh man, where'd those scissors go? I lost them. You really gotta cut it out when I show you the scissors. See how that works? Oh yeah. Anyways, I found a little, what I was talking about earlier is I found some scissors up there, like a half a pair of scissors. And they were jabbed into the bottom of a very poorly cut down tree. It looked like somebody had taken about 500 different little tiny cuts on this tree to get it to fall down. And then that was jabbed into the bottom of it. So I was thinking that they probably used those scissors to do that. Crazy, huh? If I could show it to you, it's a little tiny pair. You'd be even more like, wow. That is kind of crazy. It was right here. And I dropped them. But maybe not. Styrofoam. Oh no. Found a book. I have to wonder if me talking is better or just shutting up and letting the stream run, being quiet and picking up trash that way. I get a little positive feedback. People seem to like, for my last stream, I mean, people seem to like me coming up to the camera and talking about, especially the natural things I find. So that's cool. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Said that. Well, that's another section done. Let's go ahead and end it here. It's going to rain here soon, and yeah, I don't want to deal with that. So.